welcome to Spilling the Beans. We are back in Guatemala, and that is a really, really unique pleasure. Here in Guatemala, very close to where we are now in Antigua, is where I actually took my very first Spanish classes all the way back in '97 when I was in my first few years of coffee. It's always a pleasure to come back to Guatemala. The coffees are amazing, the producers are wonderful, so this is a real treat. And we are continuing the 24-25 World Coffee Crop Trip here for Spilling the Beans. We are, however, not able to bring any better news to the market. It may even be getting worse still. When we started this coffee season last year, we had 4 to 6 month drought, and we had on top of that 2 months of extreme heat where temperatures across Mexico and Central America rose to over 40 degrees in many regions. So obviously what that caused was that even in some of the few regions where we had a little bit better rains or even a little bit of irrigation, the vast majority of trees and leaves basically was burned and left like this, totally defoliated. When a tree is so defoliated, not only did it cause the first key flowering basically 100% lost because it literally burned off, but secondly, it left the trees without foliage, and that meant when the second and third flowering came, the tree had to spend at least 50% of the flowers to produce new leaves in order to survive. Miraculously, as we are seeing in so many other parts around the world, the trees are actually much more resistant and much stronger than we sometimes think, so they have not died, but the production and the productivity is like this. And we are talking about here in the Santa Rosa region that production is coming in from the new harvest between 50 and 60% below last year. At the beginning of the cycle, the hopes were that it would be most 20-30%. I still can't speak for all of Guatemala. We still have to see a few other regions, but we are definitely getting a lot less coffee here. So all you guys out there who really love your Guatemalan coffees, now is the time to buy a few extra bags and store them, because there will be a lot less coffee for the year ahead.